Let me give you an idea that you can do school-wide or in your classroom. And we did start this last year. So it's Steal the Idea. So I want to let you know this is called BotJoy, and we are stealing the idea. Your Fort Madison Elementary School PTO have been collecting dominoes. So that's what you need to do. You need dominoes because you are going to help you yourself first if you want to, and then you're going to have an opportunity for kids to make a BotJoy. And making a bot is to give to someone in your community and spread the love, the joy, and the courage of this BotJoy movement. I am not an artist. So what I like to do, especially for the littles, is I like to start out with just a foundation, and then I can give it to the kids, and then the kids can do the coloring. And so I have the acrylic markers. And the acrylic markers, go to your art teacher, because sometimes if you get the acrylic on you, it does stain clothes. So you would want to do this with your, collaborating with your art teacher. But I like to do, like I said, I like to do the outside. And so then all I do is I give them to the kiddos. I start with a permanent marker is where I start. And so my favorite one to make is the one that has more of some triangles to it, trapezoids, and each one is a little bit different. And so this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a head that looks like a triangle too. And so then I'm going to do the arms a little bit differently. And this time I'm just going to do some lines with some dots. My goodness, you could bring this into your math lesson and you could be doing line segments and things like that. So you can do all sorts of different eyes. I'm just going to do 2 little dots on the eyes. I'm going to bring in an ear and I'm going to bring in another ear. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make more of me would think some goofy legs that would be not straight lines. And so this is telling the kiddos that this bot is going to bring them enormous strength. So maybe we're going to make these at the beginning of the year, and maybe our first theme in our Character Strong is about kindness. So I want to make a bunch of kindness bots. And I even have a little saying that goes with them that you can take. Or last year I had kiddos make up their own little saying to go. And so whatever their bot was. So I like to put what my bot is. So I'm going to put kindness. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my good friend that does very pretty handwriting. I'm going to ask her to do that. And then you know what else I'm going to do? I am going to be careful so that I don't smudge. I am going to put the date on it. So I'm going to write today's date. And then on the other side, I am going to do what the artist did, and he numbers every single one of them. So I'm going to, this is for the new year. So I am going to number this one, number 1. And then I'm going to do the infinity sign because we don't know how many we are going to get to. And so each kiddo can make a bot that they need. And maybe there's a kiddo that comes into the classroom today struggling. And so you notice, man, maybe you need some courage. Maybe you need a brave bot. And so you help them create a bot. And I know you're saying, oh my goodness, I have 25 students. How can I do that? Well, you do that during a strategy, maybe a 2x10, where you take 2 minutes every day for 10 days in a row, and you create your bot in 10 days. And that's a strategy on how to get to know your kiddos. And when we know that we make kiddos feel seen, feel heard, and feel respected, we know that we're getting ahead of the behaviors because you're building that relationship and you're building that connection with them. And look at the connection you're going to have. So a kiddo is making this one, and then you're making your own. and you're telling them, you know, I needed some courage this morning. And maybe tell them a very gentle story of why you need courage this morning. And then you're going to talk about what kind of a bot is that you need today, and what kind of a bot do they need today. And we're only going to be able, so this helps them in regulating time, we're only going to get 2 minutes today, but guess what? We're going to do 2 minutes again tomorrow, and we're going to finish it. So maybe today all we do is our foundation. And then tomorrow, maybe what we're doing is we're going to pick out our colors and where do you want to start. And then you have to say, now let's leave it alone so they can dry. And then we'll come back to that for 2 minutes tomorrow. And in 10 days, that kiddo is going to have a BotJoy. And so I'll put a link so that you can go hear about the story of this man and what he has created and where he is in his journey and where you might go in your journey using BotJoys.